All right, so we chose AirBDE because we think an airline is something that takes you places. So it kind of takes you to different destinations, and that's kind of what we do in BDE, like what a BDE does with events and so on. So we thought that it was a very versatile theme to like use for different events and so on and so forth. So yeah.
It's actually Anna Moret who came up with a theme one night when we were all like stressing about. We were like, okay, guys, we're gonna do Yoshi. Like it's it. We can't find a theme. And then we're like, and it was like, what if we just like calm down and we think of something? And she's the one that really came up with it. And for us, it was really important to find something that showed, because we want to show that we're really fun and we are really there, but that we're efficient as a bureau. So we thought this theme was like the best way to show both of our sides, that like, you know what, like we are creative, like we have like so many new polls this year, we have so many ways we want to reach out, but also the fact that like we want to do cool stuff, like we want to innovate the BDE and we want to really make this campus super inclusive and benefit off the diversity that we have within our list.
So we chose Bohemian Reimsody because we wanted to, of course, make like a relation with the movie and also with Queen. So the movie Bohemian Rhapsody has its main colors are purple and orange. So this is when we saw that we really wanted to use this movie for our theme, because we wanted to include, of course, a ram and a raf and also exchanges. And then we started like seeing the movie and seeing the aspects of it, and we saw that Queen, like what they want to do is like include the crowd in their songs and in their concerts. So then we were like, we wanted to use this aspect of like people feeling represented by the BDE and also like participating in the actions of the BDE. And we also wanted to use like the actions of Queen and like how extravagant and different they were to like our new events and everything that really comes with Queen and the life of Freddie Mercury, who like was a person that wasn't afraid to be who he was and be different. And this is kind of what we were going for, that everyone can be accepted into this like potential BDE and feel represented by it.
Ok, donc une des promesses de notre campagne les plus importantes, c'est qu'on a envie de mettre en place une application mobile l'année prochaine qui permette de centraliser toutes les informations sur le campus, tous les événements du campus, parce qu'on s'est rendu compte que Facebook c'était vraiment crowded, il y avait trop d'informations et qu'on se perdait au niveau des événements. Or, nos associations sur le campus sont hyper riches, on fait plein de trucs et il ne faut pas que ça se perde. Donc, on voudrait créer cette application mobile, mais elle serait polyvalente aussi. Ce serait un moyen de nous contacter, de nous demander des idées pour les événements, de prendre contact avec nous. Et c'est un des points les plus importants.
Ouais, et je pense que ce serait quelque chose qui serait aussi très inclusif, parce qu'il y a quand même beaucoup de gens quand même qui sont pas sur Facebook, et il y a beaucoup de personnes, soit des 1A, des 2A, des exchanges, même qui sont pas sur les groupes, ou même qui nous ont dit juste qu'ils en avaient marre de Facebook, d'être tout le temps genre harcelés par toutes les notifications. Et ce serait vraiment une plateforme claire, simple et facile à utiliser que tout le monde pourrait avoir. Et voilà, et je pense.
Mais même plus loin que ça, l'application nous permettra aussi de mettre en place une deuxième idée qu'on a dans notre programme, c'est celle des jobs étudiants. Parce que via l'application, on pourrait justement mettre en place et proposer des jobs étudiants à une majorité d'étudiants qui en plus est boursière, qui pourraient avoir besoin justement de gagner un peu plus d'argent tous les mois. Et donc justement, nous, avec le BDE, si on est élu, on se propose d'apporter ce soutien en quelque sorte économique et professionnel aux étudiants.
Grâce avec tout.
Well, one of our most important promises is definitely regarding mental health, because we find that, especially at Sciences Po, compared to a lot of American universities, especially since a big part of this campus is the Euro-American program, and that there are a lot of people who are not from France that come here, we find that a lot of American universities and high schools have a very big focus on mental health, and that here it's not necessarily very present in the culture. So we really want to put a big focus on mental health, and we've talked to the mental health committee, who actually told us that their association isn't an official association on campus. So one of our main goals would be to make it an external pole of the BDE, kind of like Afrobeat is to the AS today. And we also want to take a lot more actions, because we're obviously not doctors and know that we can't by ourselves help that much with mental health. So for example, we've already made a list of recommended doctors for students throughout Reims in all different aspects. We've also, the student outreach poll has made a student life guide, How to Live Like Queens, to help with adapting to Reims and you can talk about it more.
Just to continue with this mental health promise, as Amy said, we want to focus on the fact that we are not doctors. Like we didn't assign a certain person of our list to mental health, since like we cannot actually deal with these issues. So this is why we created the list of doctors, and this is why we talked to the committee, which is there to help. And then Sinan is going to talk about the student outreach guide that we did. I think a really important promise of us is like our new poll and everything that it's going to do, a student outreach to facilitate integration and like well-being of students, not only in mental health, but like in parcours civique, restaurants.
So we actually have someone that in our list that is literally dedicated to l'insolite, or just like I feel like innovation. I think insolite translates into English as like hella lit. I'm not sure. But basically, so I don't know if you came Saturday night, but we had like a rap showcase. And it was kind of like one of the most insane things. Like Jean and Maxime went up to set up like the entire like sound system, and Maxime is in charge of event innovation, so creating events that you would have never seen in Sciences Po ever in your entire life. En gros, c'est vraiment des événements où quand tu vas y aller, tu vas te dire genre ça c'est un événement que genre j'ai pas pu avoir genre dans toutes les autres dans n'importe quelle université. C'est vraiment des trucs incroyables qu'on cherche à créer l'année pro. Donc I think that for us it's we can't tell you exactly what our plans are yet, because we're not going to promise anything, but I think I think you can see that we're really dedicated, and I think we're just going to let Maxime do his thing and not ruin the surprise.
Ouais, donc déjà en fait l'idée de la laverie, si on est élu, on est sûr qu'on va la refaire l'année prochaine. Parce que c'était juste énorme. On va un petit peu changer les thèmes, on va un petit peu innover, on va changer la musique, changer l'ambiance, mais on avait pensé à réserver des lieux un petit peu comme... on nous a donné Carrefour comme idée hier. Yeah. Moi je me suis dit, il est énorme, si on peut faire ça, il y a assez de moi. Donc en vrai, on a beaucoup d'idées là-dedans.
Zoé, I think.
Zoé.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh là là.
Mona.
100%.
She like really makes sure we get enough sleep and that we eat and we drink and like we're not too tired and...
Peut-être Louisa, hein?
Yeah, maybe.
I actually think, okay, I have an analysis on this one. En gros, genre, notre our com with Iker and Louisa is literally like the heart of our campaign, because we think that there are so many people that can't come to all our events. We really want to show everybody they're included. So they kind of like dictate the like exactly what we do here. So I think we could call them like the dictators, because without them it's just like the machine doesn't run.
Gaspard is always yelling at me, telling me I spend too much on every event and that I take too big. He's always getting mad. On va pas acheter du caviar pour le petit-déj tous les jours. Every time.
I think it's
Charlotte. Charlotte, yeah. If you, we're gonna have this is a promise. We're gonna have a pasta event next year because Charlotte, like, she is so good, like, amazing.
Pour se dire, elle a acheté 20 kilos de pâtes juste pour nous pour cette semaine.
Oui, incroyable.
Me.
You?
I'm sorry.
I love to, and Hassim.
You're the kitchen.
No,
we made the chickpeas. We made the chickpeas
I
together.
make the curry, people, please read.
That's true.
I think Charlene is very good because
Charlene and Hassim. Hassim is gonna help me with all the Senegalese food for the international festival.
We'll all cook for each other anyways.
Yeah.
Iker, when he starts dancing.
When
he starts dancing, you know. Who is the Night Fever actually?
I don't know.
What is Night Fever?
Charlotte is
I don't
also
know what Night Fever is.
Yeah, what's a Night Fever?
What is
On
a
a
Night
tous
Fever?
une part de Night Fever en nous.
Ouais, c'est vrai, on aime bien. Ouais, voilà.
everyone.
Miko, elle a la
Oh, so that was crazy as well.
Everyone.
I think
Everyone.
Everyone was crazy at the
Everyone.
Lamborghini though.
Yeah.
Because you me and Theo are always
Mais Nightlife Paul, Théo et moi.
Ouais.
Ouh. Ah, c'est pas mal ça.
Guys.
That's a good question actually.
Well,
On the spot.
you
let's
can
go.
give us feedback in the app next year with ideas.
You can do that.
But
A theme for the gala.
On aimerait faire plus original que de prendre un bateau, puisque...
non mais
on est une compagnie aérienne, on va pas prendre l'avion, je vous
Voilà.
rassure. Mais sinon, faut
um,
réfléchir.
I don't know. I always thought of doing a gala where it's sort of where people could come dressed in a theme that theme like with clothes that but I'm trying to explain what I'm saying. I think that we could do a gala conceptualized on one sort of place or like destination. So I think that for us as like an airline company, we could pick sort of one place that maybe like no one has been to, like Tahiti or something really cool, and then sort of build a gala about like with summer dresses and sort of like cool like summer themed outfits and all that. I mean, it's not like an excellent theme, but it's what we have for now.
Well, I think we'd like to take the advice of the people as well in this.
Oh,
If we're
yeah.
representing
Yeah.
the people, we'd want to have the people's advice for how we'd like the gala to be, and we'll try to incorporate it.
En vrai, moi je voudrais vraiment faire quelque chose d'hyper immersif. As in like find a theme where people would go into the room and be like, oh my gosh, this is a new era. Just like do something like 60s with like retro and stuff. No, but it's so cool. We said we wanted to be innovative. I'm sorry, this is a good idea. Just saying.
I was just saying that we should take in the advice of the people as well, because we ourselves are just here to represent the people, and we'd want to make sure that they'd want to have as good of a gala as well, you know?
Yeah.
So rest assured, we'll try to make so that everyone has a good theme that we could all work around with as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
we also said we wanted to use more polls next year. I'm sorry,
Yes.
my voice is very broken. But we wanted to use more polls to give people choices on events because we can't represent everyone, even though our list is very diverse. We also want people to give their own ideas for different events.
Come on,
I think we'll be open. I think,
Inclusive.
yeah, we want to be someone that you can say hi to and you're like, yeah, bro, I like your smile. I want to say hi to you. I want to chill with you, you know? Secondly, you guys can help me out.
Enterprising.
Yeah,
Like,
enterprising, yeah.
We've been everywhere. We've talked to 50 partnerships in Reims alone.
Yeah, this is
we've
our
been
strength.
everywhere,
Like partnership it was one of
yeah.
our strengths.
Yeah.
This
Like
is why-
we're contacting Ryanair right now. We should be pretty cool for the trips, and especially so we can get the prices down.
And if you have the pleasure of meeting Eddie Montagne, someone who talks by yelling, you will know that he's the most efficient person to get you a partnership, to talk to anyone, to really like get our name out there and like build relationships with like so many different like associations and businesses next year. So.
Moi je dirais inclusif, économique et à l'écoute. Parce qu'on a aussi le Mental Health Support qui sera là pour vous toute l'année prochaine, du coup, si on est élu, et qui passera via l'application aussi, justement, pour recueillir des informations sur vous, sur votre état de santé, et juste vous soutenir et être chill et créer du lien avec vous.
Yeah. I would say transparency, integration, and innovation.
Transparency. Does anyone want to?
Representative.
Well, transparency because we want to have a bureau that's a lot closer to students, that has a more personal relationship. I think you can even notice it with our comm. There are a lot of visuals that are just pictures of us, so people can have a visual representation of the people that are presenting themselves to be their bureau next year. And also our Instagram has, most of the pictures on our Instagram are pictures taken by Evan of students at our events, because we feel that there needs to be a closer relationship between the BDE and students next year. And then as for representativity, that's also one of the main reasons why we created the student outreach poll, because we want all students to feel represented. For example, one of the first things that I noticed when I got to Sciences Po this year, a lot of people told me that, for example, ASPA, the Association of Sciences Po Students for Africa, was kind of like the BDE of URAFs. And that really started bothering me from the start, because I feel that the BDE every person on this campus should feel represented by the BDE, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to present myself and one of our main missions here.
We're so diverse too, like from every nationality. You're Latina, you're like African, I'm from Madagascar, from Pakistan. You lived in Holland.
I was born and raised in the Netherlands.
So many people from the US. We have Charlene from China, and it's just a whole plethora.
We didn't know each other before.
Yeah.
I think it's even more than just nationality. It's just the way we think. I think we work around well together.
Yeah.
We're different pieces that make a really good puzzle.
We do.
But the problem is, like, when we get together, we're like, okay, we're not friends, it's perfect, we're gonna be colleagues, we don't know each other. And then 2 months after, it was like, okay, this is a problem.
We run because we care. I think that's very important, and I think that's something we really want people to understand.
Rest assured, we'll always be here to help you out, and we're always here for you. I'm just saying.